Hello everybody, it's me, Katelyn with Sprinkled Clean Soapery, and today I am making my Dwight Schrute soap from The Office, and it is part of my Schrute Farms collection, and the other soaps will be coming out here soon too. But if you want to see how I made this little guy, keep on watching. Today I am remaking a soap that I just made the other day, yesterday, and it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. The colors were slightly off. It was a whole thing. So I am redoing that soap, and it is my Dwight Schrute soap from The Office. And these here are my hard oils and butters, and I melted them down for about a minute in the microwave to get the process started. And I have here my hot lye solution, and I'm going to be doing the heat transfer method. If you hear noises, that's just my kids, all right? They are downstairs causing ruckus. This will take a couple minutes to completely melt down, and I will bring you guys back once that is done to add my other oils. Okay, so this is 125 degrees right now. And now I'm going to be adding my soft oils, my liquid oils, which are liquid at room temperature. There's a lot of chaos happening downstairs right now. My son's playing a game and it's making a noise my dog doesn't like. So now my dog is barking. So this is fun. All right, so I'm just going to mix this until I get like a good emulsion where it's not separating. And if you're curious about the temperature, it went from 125 to 112 just from adding my other oils. That's why I don't add the lye to all of the oils. I just add it to the hard ones. That way the other ones are room temperature still, and they could kind of cool it down after the initial heat of the lye hits it. So I think I'm going to have to just do a little stick blending with this. Okay, now I'm going to pour about 15 ounces into this thing over here on the scale. And I need to add 0.75 ounces of my fragrance, which is a rosemary mint and a lavender mint blend with some eucalyptus essential oil added. So I need 0.75 ounces. Okay, so I stick blended this till it was a nice thick consistency here. And I'm just going to pour this in. And I used these yesterday, so they are a little messy still because I can't really like wash them because they're taped all over the place. But this first section here is going to be like his collar of his shirt and his tie. So that's what that section will be. This is working out nicer than the first time, and I forgot to grab a mold. I just unmolded some bunny soaps earlier, so I will use this mold. My kids. Okay, so in this middle section, this will be like his skin color. So I'm using a rose gold. Just a little bit of rose gold. And I'm going to mix that up and see what that looks like. Mommy. What, honey? My underwear is stuck down. It's stuck? Yeah, I tried to pull my pants up and my underwear is stuck. Oh. And it's supposed to be up. Okay, 1 minute. So I'm going to add the fragrance, which will be 1 ounce. So I'll do that off of camera. Okay, so this is a little full, but I will get it. I will not dump it. Let's get this poured in here. The next layer will be scraped with this little guy that I made. And of course I made another batch with it already, so it's messy. So don't you mind that. And I know this is still too soft to work properly, but I just kind of want to see how much soap I need to move to like that center area. And that's what I'm basically doing. I'm just seeing what I need to do exactly. While I'm waiting for this over here to solidify so I could scrape it, I am going to add my colorant to the hair portion. This is a combination of raw cocoa powder and some very dark brown mica. These kids. That's a decent brown. His hair's not too dark, so it doesn't have to be super dark brown, but I want it to be somewhat similar to his actual hair color. So I'm going to get my little skinny spatula here and scrape out the rest. I want it to be a little darker, so I'm going to grab another colorant. This is called Sacred Grounds, which it's like a dark coffee color. Like a, what do you call it? A coffee bean. And I spilled some on my table. So before I stick blend this and add the fragrance, I'm going to come and check on this to see if I could scrape it. So let's see here. Okay. There. And into the hair portion, I am adding the rest of the fragrance. It is a very nice minty scent. So that's what I was going for. I wanted a nice mint. Here we go. Now I need to pour this and I will be done. Well, I have the top thing to scrape. My son is singing Happy Pee Day to his little brother who is potty training. Well, he sits on, or I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if he's trying to sit on the toilet or what's going on in there. Okay. I got a little bit of it scraped. Oh, really? Really? And it is important to kind of make a slightly larger batch than you normally would for your mold size. That way, whatever you have to scrape away, it doesn't interfere with the total bar size at the end. Yeah, that looks good. All right, I am going to let this sit overnight. I will bring you guys back for the cut. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. I have a lot of cleaning up to do. Okie dokie, I am back for the cut. That looks nice. Looks like it partial gelled a little bit, but that's okay. And they all pretty much look like this. I just have to stamp them and clean them up a little bit, and they will be ready. Well, of course, I have to let them cure. But these are all looking good. I'm just making sure there's no little mistakes throughout the bars. This one has a little air pocket on the side. Okay. So, don't mind the dog. And because the soap is a little too soft right now, it might do that again. So I'm just going to do a little wiggle forward, wiggle back, and lift. And that wasn't quite deep enough. So I'm going to line it up again. Right into that little nook. And I know I need to do a little bit more on this side. And lift. And that's perfect. And then what I'll do with this is I just take it, wipe it to smooth it out, and then I will go over this and kind of clean them up a little bit more. But yeah, I do need to smooth that out. But there's my Dwight soap. I'll do one more because I don't want to wait too long to stamp it. Let me shut my door. My dog is mad because I stuck him in his cage for a minute so I could do this. He's one of those dogs that will just get into everything if you leave him unattended. He will chew up anything he could get his little mouth on. Alright, so I'm going to put this down. And then a little wiggle forward, wiggle back, press a little bit, and pull up. Ooh. And there's Dwight. There we go. And I do have another bar. This was my first attempt. As you could see, there's a lot of speckling in the colors. I think this one might be lye heavy because my scale shut off while I was measuring the lye, so I don't trust this one. And I thought, you know what, I need to make another one. And that's where this one came in, and I decided to make the hair a little darker which I did so there's more of a contrast. So yeah, there's my Dwight Schrute soap, and I will catch you in my next video. Alrighty, bye!